your kid's school ever did? My son's 4th grade teacher told him he wasn't allowed to read Harry Potter anymore. It started when Jake brought the 3rd book to school for silent reading time. He was so proud. He'd moved up from the illustrated versions to big kid books. That night at dinner, he told us his teacher, Mrs. Winters, had taken it away. She said it has witchcraft and I need to bring something appropriate tomorrow, he mumbled, pushing peas around his plate. I figured there was a misunderstanding. Maybe she thought it was too advanced. I wrote a quick note saying we were fine with the content and tucked it into his backpack with the book. The next day, Jake came home without the book again. This time, there was a note from Mrs. Winters explaining that literature promoting occult practices wasn't permitted in her classroom. She'd given Jake a more suitable alternative, a slim chapter book clearly 2 reading levels below him. I told her my parents said it was okay, Jake said, his eyes downcast. She said sometimes parents don't realize what's best. My husband wanted to storm in immediately, but I suggested emailing the principal first. Her response shocked me. We respect teachers' discretion regarding age-appropriate materials. That night, Jake couldn't sleep. Am I bad for liking Harry Potter? He whispered when I checked on him. Something inside me snapped. This wasn't about a book anymore. The next morning, I requested a meeting with both the teacher and principal. While waiting in the office, I noticed the school library through a glass partition, with the entire Harry Potter series prominently displayed. When Mrs. Winters arrived, she barely made eye contact. The principal, Dr. Mendez, looked uncomfortable. Mrs. Winters, I began calmly, could you explain why you've confiscated a book that's in your own school library? I have certain standards in my classroom, she replied. Those books normalize witchcraft and rebellion against authority. They're about courage and friendship, I countered. And regardless, you don't get to override our parental decisions. Dr. Mendez tried to mediate. Perhaps Jake could read something you both agree on. That's not the issue, I said. The issue is Mrs. Winters told my son we don't know what's best for him, and that his interests are wrong. I pulled out a folder. I've brought the school district policy on classroom materials and book challenges. It states that no book can be removed without a formal review process. It also says teachers should respect diverse perspectives. Dr. Mendez looked surprised. Mrs. Winters shifted uncomfortably. I'm not asking for special treatment, I continued, just for my son to have the same freedom as the kids who check these books out of your library. After a tense discussion, Dr. Mendez agreed that Mrs. Winters had overstepped. Jake would be allowed to read his book, and the school would review their policies on classroom libraries. When Jake came home that day, his book was in his backpack with a bookmark showing where he'd left off. Did you fix it? He asked tentatively. We did, I said. Your books are yours to choose. He smiled, then grew serious. Some kids in class said their parents don't let them read Harry Potter either. That's their family's choice, I explained. Different families have different rules, but no one gets to make you feel bad about what you enjoy reading. The following week, Jake told me something that made it all worthwhile. Mrs. Winters apologized to me, he said, and she asked what other books I like because she's updating our class library.